Hello, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel today. My regular subscribers, it's great to see you here. Thank you very much. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a good week. Managed a little bit of crafting maybe. And if you're new here, thank you so much for calling past. I really appreciate it. I have some really nice subscribers, and you know, we have a chat every so often. It's always good to catch up with what's going on. So yeah, come and join us. Right, so again today I just want to share one of the projects I've been working on this week, and this really involved a lot of video watching. I've been trying my hand at Gelli Plate printing. I'd like to say that I'd mastered it, but in truth I'm not sure that I have. I'm okay with paints and pull-in prints like that. I need to be a bit more adventurous with my colours, I think. But what I wanted to be able to do was to pull a monoprint, so maybe a magazine picture, or you know, one of my own pictures, and I have tried, and I've had very little success, in all honesty, but I have been following a few different artists who suggest different ways of perhaps going about it. So I'm going to give that a try, and once I've mastered it, I hope to use some of those prints in collage work. So instead, what I've done is try to build up my stash of papers, backgrounds, if you like, for ready for collage. But these two are really just run-off pieces that, you know, I can add to. I'll just pop those there. But you know, I've got two Gelli plates now, the 9 by, I think it's 9 by 11, something like that, and the smaller 5 by 7. So I've been playing with both. That's more or less, you know, that's just pulling up scraps on the side, but I thought it was worth keeping. And all of these pieces here are printed to, well, I suppose in the US you would call this deli paper. Here it's probably more commonly known as sandwich wrap. And we fortunately have a store in town that sells all kinds of catering supplies. And you know, I've wanted to go in there for ages. And it just so happened that my husband needed some plastic, well, not plastic anymore, but some bags, produce bags. So I said, well, if you're going in there, and that's where I think you'll get them, I'm coming too, because I want to have a look and see if they do deli paper, and they did. Or certainly Australia's answer to deli paper, and I love it. I've been using it to print on. As you can see, the paper is quite fine. Oops. So for collage, this is going to be brilliant. And I'm now using it more often than the calligraphy paper, you know, the Chinese calligraphy paper that I do have a couple of packs of. Here you can buy it in some of the I think places like the $2 shop, that type of thing. I think mine actually came from Sydney. I think I bought them when I was down there. But I have been using those. But to be honest, I equally like this paper. And I bought a big pack like this. And it's actually much longer than a foolscap piece of paper, or an A4, so, you know, fabulous. I could get one of these and maybe this as well from one sheet of paper. So that's how long they are. It's fantastic. So yeah, I've been playing around with these, and really just to get a bit of a stash together, ready for collage. And playing with different colours. Again, I've got a real mixture of paints. Probably only 5 real good quality paint. The rest I bought one of those sets that had, I think it had something like 100 colours. They're only in the little 20mm tubes, but for playing, you know, they're really good. They pull quite well. It's not particularly thick ink, but I've been having some fun with it and mixing it with the others. So look at that, love that. Silver and blue. So yeah, I've had a good time this week. Just flick quickly through. This one uses the giant bubble wrap, and that's probably my favourite piece of, you know, around the home stencil material. This one is a stencil that I cut. The other thing that I've been doing this week, and I might have mentioned it last week, was I have a silhouette cameo, and when I smashed my old computer, I had the designer edition of the cameo on there, and it's taken me a while, with the help of the people from Silhouette, to get that loaded to my new computer. And I wanted it on there because it gave me a little bit more flexibility with the software. And I've actually cut a few stencils. I cut some of mine, and they're very simple ones. So, you know, I've been playing around with that, designing stencils and cutting. The stencil on this was a placemat from Kmart's. It's one of their Christmas collection. It's perfect for a stencil. And I keep my eyes open now for anything that will give me an image. This one is off a kitchen towel, paper towel. Yeah, all sorts. So I have been having fun. It's nice to do something a bit different. I needed a bit of a change. Some of these are just simple pulls ready to add more to. And when I say add more, you know, on some of them I've stamped you know, my homemade stamps, as well as some of my rubber stamps. And that's been fun too. These are actually sticking together a little bit. This is actually the calligraphy paper, which is quite soft on one side. But I've obviously painted on that side. Yeah, look at that. Love that one. And that one has some script stamp on it. So, you know, you can do all kinds. That's obviously something I've added. Here's another scripted one. Fun. Lots of fun. And trimmed up. I mean, you know, you're looking at them as a whole, but they could be trimmed up for collage. About that one. That one's got some pretty gold in it as well. I love those 3 colours together. It's the purpley colour, aqua, and a little bit of gold. And then what have we got down here? Oh yes, the other thing I did. I have been using mainly my this paper, the Gelli paper. But one of the girls I watched actually used MacBook. And if you can see it more on this one. These are prints that I've pulled onto Mac pages. This one in particular, I've practically covered that. It's actually that way around. And I love that idea. It's It's really good. I mean, you know, that would be nice as a page in a journal. Why not? And that one too. I probably have to do something on the other side, but you know, I could well. So anyway, I did have a really good play with those. And the reason I was playing was because I did a bit of a shop, charity shop, and I picked up one of the children's board books. This is it. As you can see, it's chunky, and I thought I'm going to cover this with some of my Gelli prints, and these are ones that I've printed onto ordinary copy paper, and on this one you can actually see the script on the front there. And because I've been playing with the silhouette, I cut this butterfly, not very well, so I can see a bit of you know, needs a bit of a trim up there really, but I wasn't too fussed. I mean, it's going to get knocked around a bit. And I added a spine in matching fabric, cotton fabric, and I actually started filming the making of this book, but to be honest, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, once you've got your prints, it's just a matter of cutting them to size, and I've used the same back and front. I actually scratched the book board first, just using an emery board, just to give it a bit of key, and then I painted it with gesso before adding my papers. And so this week, you can see I've added some papers. I'm debating whether to put some washi down here. I've added washi on some pages because they were slightly shorter prints. I didn't get the length on some of these early ones, but the likes of this one, this uses a stamp over a painted background, so you know, it's fun. And this one, I'm still debating whether or not I might put some writing paper on this side, I'm not sure. And again, I've used the Cameo to cut this image, filled it with flowers and added a bit of collage on that page. And on this page, this one is quite light. I mean, you could probably write on that, but I think I would put some paper. And you can see all the different colours in paint that get pulled off the plate. Love that. This one was a bit brighter, and I thought again I would use just plain black as a silhouette and do a little simple bit of collage, bit of gold paper, music paper and piano roll there for this couple. And that, again, that's a silhouette design that I've cut. Here's another one on this page, bit of collage. And these, you know, these use stamps. Remember the stamps we made with Rachel for her challenge. This, I've used that. I've drawn using Posca pens around pieces of card, butterflies, stars on that page. This page is all really Gelli printing, and I've actually covered most of that, which is kind of a shame because the print was really nice. I've added a little bit of gold down here to bring in this colour, and again this one wasn't quite long enough, so I've cut it to size, and then I've just used inks to blend in at the bottom there. So on this page, I've used the paler, the less busy page to add my image. And again, simple collage. Here again, I mean, you know, you can get some wonderful images. This is a stamp I've stamped on here. This is a stamp. I've drawn the circles and then, you know, braided the greens behind. And that's the last page. And again, this uses a stamp over a braid page. And I really like that. And I've drawn around some shapes here. I actually did that on the Gelli Plate and pulled that. So that's good. That's, again, this page, a bit plainer. And this is my my favourite bubble wrap, the Mega Bubble Wrap. And I mean, you probably can't see there, but there's actually a lot of colour in the background here that pops through, which is lovely. And I can also see the placemat, the stencil that's provided. So yeah, I've yet to decorate this page, and that takes us through to the back. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with that this week, in between gardening. We actually had 2 days of beautiful rain. I think we had about 70 millimetres of rain over the 2 days, so it was pretty full on, but lovely, really good. The garden looks better for it. Hopefully, the sun's out at the moment, but I think there's a bit more rain forecast, so we're looking forward to that. Okay, so that was what I wanted to share with you today. I am going now to have a look at Rachel's challenge for this week, see what that is, and that would probably be my next video. And I've also got another finish to share with you, but I've got to film it. And that was, I made one of those flip-flop journals using envelopes. Not my favourite technique, but I did finish it. And I finished it, the beginning of the week. Yeah, so I'll share that with you as well. I'll video that and share that this week. And that's about it. Thanks so much for calling past today. I'm really pleased that you took the time, and I hope you'll join me for the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.